Everyone thinks the Tower of London holds only history. They're wrong. Sometimes it holds a scream that echoes through centuries. In the spring of 1483, England was teetering on the brink. King Edward Roman IV, a formidable monarch, had died suddenly, leaving behind two young sons, Edward V and Richard, Duke of York. The eldest, a mere 12 years old, was now king. His uncle, Richard, Duke of Gloucester, was appointed Lord Protector. A seemingly dutiful gesture, yet one that would soon plunge the kingdom into a maelstrom of suspicion and dread. The stage was set for one of history's most enduring mysteries. The young King Edward V was en route to London for his coronation when Richard intercepted him. He escorted the boy king not to Westminster, but directly to the formidable Tower of London, ostensibly for his safety and preparation. Shortly after, Edward's younger brother, Richard, Duke of York, just 9 years old, was also sent to join him in the Tower. The two royal brothers, heirs to the Plantagenet throne, were now confined within its ancient walls. Publicly, this was presented as a protective measure, ensuring the boys' security during a turbulent political transition. But privately, whispers began to circulate, fueled by the growing unease among the populace. Richard, Duke of Gloucester, swiftly moved to consolidate his power. He declared Edward Roman IV marriage invalid, rendering his children illegitimate. A shocking accusation, it stripped the young princes of their right to the throne. Within weeks, Richard was crowned King Richard Roman III. The coronation took place on July 6, 1483. The two princes, Edward and Richard, were never seen outside the Tower again. Their fate became one of history's most chilling unsolved puzzles. Contemporary accounts are scarce and often biased, written by those with a vested interest. What we do know comes from later chroniclers, whose narratives are colored by the subsequent Tudor victory. The most widely accepted theory points to Richard Roman III as the murderer. It was certainly in his interest to remove any rivals to his newly acquired crown, but the absence of concrete proof leaves room for doubt. Other suspects have emerged over the centuries. Henry Roman VII, the first Tudor king, who eventually defeated Richard Roman III, also benefited from the prince's disappearance. Had they lived, they would have been a constant threat to his reign. Some even suggest the Duke of Buckingham, Richard Roman III's key ally, might have acted independently, perhaps for his own ambition, or even on Richard's behalf, only to be betrayed later. The details of their confinement are vague. They were reportedly kept in the Garden Tower, now known as the Bloody Tower. Their daily lives, their interactions, all remain shrouded in the mists of time. Then silence. The princes simply vanished from public record. No bodies were found, no graves marked, no official pronouncements of their deaths. Just an eerie void in the historical narrative. Fast forward to 1674, nearly 2 centuries later. Workmen demolishing a staircase in the Tower of London discovered a wooden chest containing the skeletons of 2 children. The find ignited a fresh wave of speculation. King Charles Roman II, believing them to be the long-lost princes, ordered the remains to be interred in Westminster Abbey beneath a white marble urn. A symbolic gesture, but not a definitive answer. In 1933, the skeletons were examined by experts. They determined the ages to be consistent with Edward V and Richard, Duke of York. However, the technology of the time couldn't offer conclusive DNA evidence. Today, the mystery persists. While many historians lean towards Richard Roman III's culpability, the lack of irrefutable proof means the princes in the Tower remain one of history's most haunting cold cases. Their disappearance, a perpetual whisper within those ancient walls. The truth, perhaps, is destined to remain locked away, a grim secret held by the very stones of the Tower itself. A chilling reminder of the brutal power struggles that shaped royal history. Next, uncover the scandalous secrets of Queen Elizabeth's hidden love affairs.